This episode of Colby & Company is brought to you by the Colby & Company Store. ColbyandCompanyStore.com is your personal company quartermaster, your source for top quality products and services that you see on our show. Handpicked by me, J.R. Colby. It's an elite kind of place, but we're not snobs about it. In fact, we open our doors and our private stock to all, because we're cool like that. Every purchase you make from ColbyandCompanyStore.com helps support the company. Whether it's through a specific product link or our Amazon affiliate portal, you're helping to fund our operations, and we thank you for your patronage. The Colby & Company Store, online at ColbyandCompanyStore.com. ColbyandCompanyStore.com. You've heard the old saw a million times that debt is dumb and cash is king. Guys like Dave Ramsey have made a career out of that one line. And it's true, debt is dumb. Now, don't beat yourself up if you are in debt, or used to be in a lot of debt. I think it's safe to say that it happens to all of us at least once in our lives. Life happens, and sometimes bad things happen that throw us for a loop, and to stay afloat, we're forced to take out a loan or run up a credit card. Some of us have a big pile of student loan debt from going to college and grad school, and maybe that job offer you were hoping for upon graduation just didn't pan out. So for those of you who are in debt, regardless of how much it is, you're probably wondering, how the hell am I going to get out of this? Or can I? Yes, you can. But how? Well, how do you eat an elephant? One bite at a time. If you keep looking at the total amount of how much debt you owe, it's going to intimidate and paralyze you. You cannot let that happen. Instead, you need to start working out a budget. Tally up all your expenses, the bills you have to pay, and start doing the hard thing of finding what you can cut from those monthly expenses. It's going to be hard. You're used to a particular lifestyle. You'd rather not give it up. You're not giving that up permanently, though, just temporarily. But you are going to make some cutbacks in your life. It's going to be beans and rice type frugality for a while. It's not going to be fun, and you're going to have to avoid taking on any more debt. But knowing that the sacrifices you make now will get you out of debt faster can be very satisfying. And whatever misery you feel during the process of getting out of debt will serve as conditioning and a reminder not to find yourself in this position ever again. You have options like choosing to either tackle the balance with the highest interest rate and work your way down to the lowest rate, or you can pay down the smallest balance first and work your way up to the biggest. All the while, as you pay off balances, you'll be taking what you were paying on that paid-off balance and applying it to the next balance. This is called snowballing, and it really does work. As you do this, you keep making the minimum payments on everything else, focusing like a laser beam on one particular balance, making way beyond the minimum to the one particular balance you're focusing on. It gets your debts paid off faster, and it gets you out of debt quicker. There is also the option of trying to settle your debts for a lower amount. It ultimately means the organization issuing that debt will write off some of that total debt and accept a settlement from you. But it will likely have a negative impact on your credit score, and that's if they agree to it. Your best bet is to contact the debt issuer and try to work something out that benefits all sides. Bankruptcy should be an absolute last resort. We live in a world where credit and credit scores drive the global economy. Bankruptcy will kill your credit score, at least for several years. You'll be punished with being cut off from access to lines of credit and debt that most other people could easily gain access to, and what credit and debt you can gain access to, not that you should be, will come with incredibly high interest rates. The good news is that since the financial crisis of 2008, the stigma that goes with bankruptcy has largely faded away, mainly because so many people had to file for it back then. So, you can rebuild and start over again. But it will take you a long time, at least 7 to 10 years. At long last, you will have your debts paid off, and the money you were using to pay off those debts can then be used towards building your savings and your investments.